Greetings, folks. This beautiful 11-year-old female Sumatran orangutan is a proud mother for a second time. She gave birth to a beautiful baby boy a month ago, and he's recently after being named Haripin, or Harry for short. And this is the proud father for both the children, Keogh. The new Haripin and also Kawi, a 2-year-old, will make both Haripin and also Kawi a third generation born orangutan here in Prague Zoo, which is absolutely amazing. Do you ever wonder why it takes so long to determine the sex of a baby orangutan? It's not what you think. You'd assume that all you do is see the baby, hold up the baby and go, well, it's a baby girl, or it's a baby boy. And the genitalia will tell you exactly, what sex it is. But in orangutans, unlike us as babies, there's actually no outward sign of genitalia at that age, and the sex cannot be determined that way. So the easiest way, would you believe, is actually a blood test, which takes time. So first you have to get the baby, then you have to go and take the blood test, weigh the baby, make sure, and I think that's what the staff are actually doing now. You'll actually see in a couple of minutes, there the mother up on the wall, and she won't have the newborn with her, which is extremely unusual, but I'd say that staff are up taking the baby and they're running some tests on it just to make sure it's alright. But yeah, you can't get the sex of the baby until you do a blood test. Kawi here is the older brother. He's a big 2-year-old. Well, actually he's nearly 3. He was born on the 17th of November back in 2022. Here's some facts about orangutans you might not know. There's actually 3 different subspecies of orangutan in the wild. The Sumatran orangutans, as you can see here, Kawi. And there's also the Borneo orangutan, and as of 2017, there's a small population of genetically completely different Papua orangutans. The 2 species of orangutans which actually reside on Sumatra are the Sumatran orangutans and the Papua orangutans. The difference between the 3 species is actually just down to fur colour and also size. The lightest fur colour with a golden tinge would be Kawi, as you can see here, the Sumatran orangutan, with the other 2 being a darker colour. You can also see with Father Keogh having larger flanges on the face and longer beards. The main behavioural difference between both Sumatran species compared to the Borneo is the Sumatran species spends nearly all of the time in the trees. You're more social, but this is mainly down to one fact: predators, specifically the Sumatran tiger, and they're afraid of them. I'll actually link to a video of the Sumatran tiger down in the description. It's a beautiful video of Sumatran tiger family and their cubs, which I actually shot in Chester Zoo. But that's the reason why they're afraid of the tigers. Personally, I can watch these beautiful apes forever. The last time I seen Keogh was in Prague Zoo about 3 months ago. Jury was pregnant, and we didn't actually know that at the time, but we were treated to a little acrobatic show of him tumbling. I'll actually link that video also. It's only about 1 minute 45 seconds. I'll link that video down in the description as well. But now, look how much he's grown in 3 months. He's just swinging, grabbing hold of the sheet. It's actually amazing with them that the reason why you'll ever see them with a blanket over their head, or carrying a blanket or a sack, is there's a couple of different reasons. One, they're very attuned to the temperature. They get cold very easy, so they like to keep warm. And number 2, if it's raining, they hate the rain, so they'll cover themselves, have their, in the wild, they'll have the big banana leaves over their head to keep themselves dry from the rain, or in captivity here, they'll use a blanket or a sack. You'll actually see in the other video the baby actually getting out of the sack, but that's, if you actually look closely enough, you'll actually see his mother in there as well. But That's the reason why. It's just either to keep warm, and also they love their privacy. That's the reason why they'll actually cover themselves up as well, because they love their privacy. But he's just enjoying himself, swinging around. Now he's after, did he actually rip the blanket? Well, he's just enjoying himself. The number that's normally bandied around and quoted is 97% of the orangutan's DNA is the same as ours. But you can see totally why the way they can handle that. You can see behind those eyes a complex brain is actually taken away. Recently read an article about the smartest animals on the planet, and there was a tie between chimps and orangutans. And by the way, there's Dory, the Mammy. She's sitting outside. As I said earlier on, I'd say that the staff are after taking the baby just to, weigh it and make sure it's all right. But as I said, between chimps and orangutans, and with dolphins coming in second. The reason there was a tie, because chimps are already in their version of a Stone Age, which means that you can use complex tools for different tasks. Orangutans can actually use our tools by watching us and how we do it in captivity. There's been reports that captive orangutans have been known to steal screwdrivers and use them to take apart their own pages. On the other hand, the wild ones have been seen using spears so they catch fish. Or there was a story going around, there was a TV article a little while ago of an orangutan rubbing, chewing up leaves and then putting it in a cut on its flange because it knew that it had antiseptic properties, so it would cure the cut on its face. Did you actually know that wild orangutans will only actually give birth once every 8 years or so? This is because how long Harry or Kawi will actually stay with the mother in the wild. There's a difference in captivity. Like, as I said, Harry is only 2, and then Kawi just gave birth is only 2, but then Deary just gave birth to Harry. So 2 years later. But in the wild that wouldn't happen, because the baby will stay with its mother and will actually still breastfeed for up to 8 years after birth. So what normally happens is the male or female will stay with the mother, because the father is like an absent father. He just does business and then that's it. That's all his job done. But they will stay with the mother for up to 8 years and then go off and find their own territory. Folks, if you enjoyed this video, please give the channel a like, and also you might like Google's next recommendation. I'll leave the videos a link down below to see what you think. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.